Hi everyone, MARKCHES here. Welcome to the channel, and today we will be doing another comparison video. Of course, these are the battle of the Zoom Strobel, and let's find out which one is better. Let's go. So before we start with this video, guys, I would just like to share with you that I'll be doing another raffle for this video. So stay tuned until the end of this video. I'll be giving the mechanics and you will be winning something else, but I'm sure you will still like it. So guys, on my left is the Jordan 36, the all new signature sneaker from Jordan brand, while on my right is of course the KD14, one of my favorites. And this one, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's getting close to this KD14. So these two sneakers, this is newer. This was released earlier this year, I believe, or around second quarter of this year. This one just a couple of weeks old, and let's find out which one is better. Of course, let's start off first with the uppers of these two sneakers. On the Jordan 36, it features an all-new tech from Jordan brand. It has a jacquard lino weave, which basically is a weave that is really thin, very comfortable, and although it's very thin, it is still very durable. And another highlight of the jacquard weave is the ventilation, because you can really see how thin the material is. So when you're wearing colored socks, you will see the colored socks peeking through the upper of the lino weave. And if I light this up, I'll get my phone, you will see it protruding or passing through the material, which really makes this material, look at that, my flashlight is protruding to the material of the Jordan 36. So the upper of the Jordan 36, although it's really thin, it's very breathable, but still the upper is very supportive. While on the upper of the KD14s, it features a mesh upper with a screen mesh on top. And I'm not too mad about the upper of the KD14, although it's not as high-tech as the ones on the Jordan 36, which is a jacquard weave, but this one still does its job. And on the first wear, it is really soft, no break-in time needed. Even on the Jordan 36, this jacquard lino weave doesn't need break-in time. So both sneakers upper doesn't need break-in time. On the KD14, it is really soft to the touch, although there's a screen mesh, but it's the softer kind of screen. I think the main reason that they put the screen mesh is to put this design of this velvet feel to it, this suede-like feel. So it's mainly for the design of the KD14s. And right now, as for the design of the KD14, there's a lot of new colorways that have sick design. I just have to buy this because it's the first colorway that came out. I really like the newer colorways that came out for the KD14s. And the main difference for the upper of these two sneakers is mainly the ventilation, because you can have the best ventilation, of course, here on the Jordan 36. If your foot gets sweaty quickly, of course, you will like the Jordan 36 upper more. Although the upper is not too hot on your feet, but comparing it to the Jordan 36, you will really feel the ventilation on the Jordan 36, which is better. But on the KD14s, one thing that's a little bit better on the KD14s right now, I think, is the durability. And it has more support laterally because of the thicker material, or it is just psychological because you can really feel how thin the material on the 36 are compared to the KD14s. But I would say durability and support just a little bit better on the KD14, but overall, if you have just one sneaker, I don't think you would recognize the difference between those aspects. Now, of course, let's move on to the lacing system of these two sneakers. Both have traditional lacing system, while on the KD14 it just have an additional strap, which is mainly for aesthetics and gives you a little bit of lockdown, but just a little bit, but mainly it's for aesthetics. While on the 36, although it has a traditional lacing system, but it uses the fast lace system the Jordan brand usually use, which means the lace loop is inside the material, so it kind of hugs your foot a little bit better, given that the upper of the Jordan 36 is thinner. So you need a better lockdown, especially around the midfoot and forefoot of the Jordan 36. And the fast lacing system will take care of that fit for the Jordan 36, because you would really feel how kind of loose the material of the Jordan 36 in terms of fit, because how thin it is. So if you're wearing very thin socks, you would immediately feel the difference between the upper of the 36 and the KD14s. But if you're really wearing very thick socks, or you're doubling your sock, you wouldn't feel it that much. But for me, I'm just wearing one sock at a time. That is why the fast lacing system really helps in the fit of the Jordan 36. As for the tongue part of both sneakers, both are very nicely padded. There's no difference between the tongue. They're very comfortable, and at the same time, they're not too thick, they're not too thin. Very comfortable around your foot. Now let's move on to the back part or heel part of the sneaker. Let's first discuss the height. So the Jordan 36 is a little bit higher in the front of your ankle, which is this part, while the KD's is a little bit lower, but around the back part of the heel or around the Achilles, it's almost the same shape or the same height, but on the KD14s, it has this curve for your ankle mobility, but I didn't feel any discomfort on the heel of the Jordan 36, so I would say they're pretty much equal in terms of the Achilles or ankle movement part of the sneaker. But one thing that I really felt the difference is the fit around the heel. The heel part on the KD14s has very thick pads from the top part to the bottom part of the material around the heel. So you're very well locked down around the heel of the KD14s, which on the Jordan 36, it didn't have any slippage, but you would really feel how thin the material is around the heel, especially around the bottom part of the heel. So like I said, if you're not wearing ankle braces, ankle support, or you're not doubling your sock, or you're just wearing one sock, you will feel it a little loose at the bottom part of the ankle or heel. But you just need to really tighten up the laces around the top part, because even on the top part of the pillows around the ankles, it's not too thick. So you really need to tighten or pull the laces, especially on the last two lace loop of the Jordan 36, to get the fit that you like. And one thing, if it's a little bit loose or still loose, I think one thing to fix this is double your socks or wear your ankle support. But for me, it's just a little getting used to, especially if I'm wearing these two sneakers side by side or during a game. You would really feel the difference on the thickness around the ankle part of the sneakers. So as for heel containment, I would say the KD14 is a little bit better. But in terms of slippage, there's no slippage on both sneakers. So they're pretty much good. Just tighten your laces on the Jordan 36. And even though, don't worry, even though you choke it, it doesn't give you any discomfort because the tongue is very well padded. And even the materials around the ankles are very, very comfortable. So really tightening your laces is not a problem at all. And one thing that I like a bit on the Jordan 36 is this two huge pull tab, which is really absent on the KD14s. So I just wish that they added even just here on the heel part of the KD14s, so that it's easier to put your foot in, because you really have to dig your finger here or really loosen up the laces so that you can put your foot in quicker. So that's one thing that I observed between these two, because I was wearing it side by side. It's easier to put your foot in. It's easier to put your foot in on the 36, given that it has two pull tabs plus the material is very thin around the ankle part of the 36. Now let's move on to the cushion of these two sneakers. Of course, these two sneakers features the full-length Zoom straddle, so there's no strobo board. Right below your foot, there's just the insole, and below the insole, you will feel the full-length Zoom, which is really, really nice on both sneakers. Both are very bouncy. So the main differences between the Zoom straddle on these two sneakers is the Jordan 36 is a little bit lower to the ground. Plus, I would feel that it is bouncier on the forefoot, because on the 36, there's another zoom unit at the bottom of the Zoom straddle. So it's really, really responsive, and you would really feel the bounciness on the forefoot. While on the KD14s, it's still very bouncy, but you will feel it bounce, then there will be impact protection on the forefoot, then you will bounce back. So the main difference is if you want excellent or quick responsiveness and quick bounciness on the forefoot, and you don't mind it to be a little bit lower to the ground, 36 you would like a bit better. But if you want that bounce, there's not much delay, but this one feels a little bit quicker in terms of responsiveness. But if you like more impact protection around the forefoot with a bounce in the forefoot, the KD14 will give you that, because the impact protection is coming from this cushion carrier foam of the KD14, which is really plush. So especially around the heel part, you would really feel the difference. Impact protection is better on the KD14s. It has bounciness, plus it has very nice impact protection, which on the Jordan 36 is also good, but not as awesome as the impact protection that you would feel on the KD14s. And like I've said, in terms of height, the Jordan 36 is a little bit lower, but the KD14 is not too high. Don't get me wrong with that. But comparing it side by side, you would really feel how low the Jordan 36 is compared to the KD14. For me, it's just a matter of preference. So for me, I would use the KD14's cushion when I'm playing back-to-back or I'm playing longer period of time, so that I will have more impact protection around my knees. But if I'm just playing for an hour, or I haven't played in a long time, it's just my first day of playing, and my knees are really fresh, I would choose the Jordan 36. So I hope I explained that carefully to you. Now, right now, let's move on to the outsole of these two sneakers. Of course, on the KD14, it has this linear pattern plus this circular pattern on the traction in the forefoot and the big toe area, while on the Jordan 36, it features this like wavy lightning like pattern. And both of my sneakers, just FYI, both have XDR rubber, so extra durable rubber, so that this is PF version and this is EP version for Nike, Jordan brand PF. And both rubbers are very hard. Dust pickup is not a problem for both traction. And the hardness, both are very hard, but I would give it more to the KD14 because the lines are longer and the lines are thicker in terms of pattern wise, and the grooves are deeper compared to the grooves of the Jordan 35. But I think both will be okay for outdoor use, but the KD14 will be a little bit better. And as for indoor or a clean court, both grip really awesome. I was really impressed with the Jordan 36. I thought it won't be as good as the KD14s, but the KD14s really sets a standard in terms of traction wise. Even on a moist floor, dusty floor, I didn't have any problems here. And the Jordan 36 also gave me that. But in terms of bite, both bite really hard, but I would still give the KD14's bite a little bit better compared to the Jordan 36, but both have awesome traction. They are both very dependable. You won't have to worry if you need to bring a backup sneaker if you're playing on a moist or dusty floor. Both sneakers' traction are very dependable. And as for the stability of the outsole of the sneakers, this is one thing that I've noticed between the two. If you want a flatter forefoot part or a more stable forefoot, the KD14 is a little bit better, because as you can see, the zoom unit curve on the Jordan 36, I just wish that they really made it flat here, but I think because I think the extra zoom unit at the bottom of the Jordan 36 is kind of unlocked, so they really need to make a slight curve on it in order for it to expand. But you would feel the middle part to be a little bit rocky, but still stable, but not as stable as on the KD14s, because on the KD14's forefoot, it's really flat, so that when you're doing lateral moves, you can really feel the 36 a little bit kind of rocking just a bit. But It's not a game changer, but you would feel this curve on the forefoot zoom of the Jordan 36. So that's one thing to consider, but I would give the KD14 stability on the forefoot especially a little bit better. So if you're someone who likes stability more, and that's a priority for you, you would like the KD14s a little bit better. Plus, the KD14's width on the forefoot is a little bit wider. So a wider base gives you more stability. And as for the heel, pretty much equal in terms of width of the outsole. So stability-wise, KD14s. As for the heel-to-toe transition, I would say the Jordan 36 has a little bit better heel-to-toe transition because of the curve is kind of curvier around the forefoot part compared to the KDs, but the KD is still good. But if you're just comparing between the two, the Jordan 36 has a better heel-to-toe transition in my opinion. As for the sizing of both sneakers, of course, true to size on both sneakers. If you're a regular footer and wide footer, go half a size up. But on the Jordan 36, if you're a wide footer but your foot is not that wide, I think you could escape with the Jordan 36 to be true to size too, because of how thin the materials are on the Jordan 36. It's really forgiving, and of course the ventilation is really nice on the Jordan 36. So better if you have the chance to try it out in store first, do so. I would highly recommend that. And as for the pricing of both sneakers, 9,700 pesos on the Jordan 36, KD14 7,700 pesos. So 2,000 pesos difference or $40 difference between these two sneakers. So if you're more on a budget and if you like stability and if you like more impact protection on the sneaker, KD14 is for you. But if you want a newer tech, more ventilation, more responsiveness, a bounce to your forefoot and lower to the ground feel, good heel-to-toe transition or a better heel-to-toe transition, Jordan 36 will give you that. Plus, if money is not a problem. So both sneakers are awesome performers. You will never go wrong between these two. Just a matter of your preference, your priorities, stabilization, impact protection, bounciness. So it really depends on you. So these two sneakers are really worth it. These two are on top of my list right now, currently playing. So let me know which sneaker you would choose, the KD14s or the Jordan 36. Hit me a comment down below, guys, and let me know which you would choose and why. So for the raffle mechanics, let's put that there. Put your name, Instagram handle, of course follow me in IG, and of course follow me here on YouTube. I'll be checking that. Plus tag on my recent post 3 of your friends on my IG about these two sneakers. I'll be posting the image of the comparison between these two. Comment down below on the IG, tag 3 of your friends, and of course here on the YouTube channel, place your name, Instagram handle, and which sneaker you would choose and why. So good luck to you. I'll be giving you 1 week and I'll be announcing next week the winner for this video. So good luck to you guys. So this has been MARKCHES once again. Thank you again for supporting this channel. Guys, stay safe. The virus is still going around. Stay safe and be protected. But at the same time, enjoy life. Still enjoy life. This has been MARKCHES once again. Thank you for dropping by. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.